Hi everyone, welcome to Luis Cisneros YouTube channel, and today's Polymer Clay tutorial is about how to make an Evil Eye Bracelet. I went to Turkey a few years ago and I remember to see in the souvenirs stores the Evil Eye in different pieces, and I was really drawn by the design. I thought that it would be super cool to base on that design a piece, and I made a bracelet. And I think since blue is my favorite color, is gonna be one of my favorite pieces. I think it is really cool, and for summer I think it is gonna be an amazing accessory. And this is the tutorial, so I hope you enjoy it. This is the material that we need to create our bracelet, and we need sculpting tools, and we need Primo Sculpey, especially these colors. The blue, it is essential for the Evil Eye. We need also elastic cord, and we need the bead baking rack. If you don't have one, I have a tutorial on how to make one. We're gonna start by conditioning our blue clay. Then we use the clay to create the beads, and this is just for the base. We're gonna create 17 spheres with blue clay, and the size, it can be close as a half of an inch. Then after, we're gonna start creating the base for our Evil Eye, and for this we're gonna need the round tip tool and the needle tool. So we grab our sphere and we create a mark where the iris is going to be. Then we insert it into the needle right in the middle. So in that way we create the hole that we use the elastic cord to create our bracelet. Then when it's inside the needle tool, we're gonna just create a bigger mark. So in that way we have enough space to create the iris. Then we insert the 17 beads into the rack. Then I recommend to clean them with a brush or with a wipe, so that way we get rid of fingertips or any undesired texture. And they are ready to bake. Then we're gonna use the white clay we condition, and then we're gonna size so we know how much we need to fill it up the mark that we made. Then after, make sure that you have a clean clay white, you press down to fill it up the gap. So you fill it up all the pieces. Then on the middle of the white we create a mark with the middle size tool. Then when you finish them all, you can bake them. We use blue clay and black clay to mix it together and create a lighter black. Then we use the light black clay to create a small sphere that we can then fill it up the mark that we made before in the white clay. We use the middle round tip tool to create another mark. Try to make even the edges. This is really important. After baking our lighter black, we're gonna start creating the iris. So let them cool down, and then while you're waiting, we create two shades of light blue with the accents Primo Sculpey. We use a small piece to create a small sphere with the darker lighter blue to fill it up the mark that we left before in the lighter black. After you press down and it's really secure, we're gonna press down with the middle rounded tip tool to create another mark so we can put the lighter blue. Then we use the lighter blue to create a really tiny small sphere just to fill it up the mark that we left. So make sure that this sphere is really tiny, just to fill it up that small gap. Then we're gonna start texturizing with our needle tool. So we're gonna create an X with a light color, and then between the X with the dark color we're gonna texturize to the inside. So with the light color you texturize to outside, and then with the darker color you texturize in, so that way it starts blending. So then after you texturize the entire thing, you start mixing in different directions so the color goes a little bit everywhere. Then you grab the smallest round tip tool just to create another mark. Just make sure that it's really in the middle. We condition black clay. To create the pupil, we use a really tiny piece of black to fill it up the mark that we left. And we use the small round tip tool just to flat and secure the pupil. So this is an optional step. It is to use the gloss glaze sculpt, and this is just to make your pieces shiny. You can use a brush just to apply the glaze through all your piece, and again, this is just optional. Just a reminder, after you glaze it, you cannot rebake your beads. So any piece that you put the gloss glaze, you cannot bake them again. So again, and this is just optional if you like your pieces shiny. Now we're gonna use the elastic cord. We're gonna wrap it around our wrist just to know how much we're gonna use. Just a reminder, leave a little bit more so in that way you can tie the knot. Then insert all the beads into the cord and then tie the knot and you're ready. I recommend to measure just with the beads around your wrists to know how many beads do you need depending on how thick it is your wrist, and done. And this is how our bracelet looks at the end. This is the final product. Thank you for watching the series accessories. I hope you like this tutorial and you have fun making this bracelet. If you have any comments or suggestions, post them below this video. Don't miss out the next episode, the Scorpion Pin. And if you like to support this channel, don't forget to subscribe!